It's time for us to start another adventure. Here we are on our way to the airport, and we've never noticed these flags before on the way. I don't know if anybody else has noticed them or if they're new, but we thought they looked really cool. After a super short flight, we were in. Okay, so that says Monaco, but we flew into Nice. We were super excited to be able to take reliable public transportation directly from the airport to where we needed to go. This was the stop in Nice, and we were able to take the train directly to Villefranche where we were staying.
Drop my jacket.
We were both completely awed about how beautiful Villefranche was when we arrived. We could not get over it. This is the little apartment that we stayed in, and it was centrally located. It was really nice. It was small, but it was perfect for what we needed for our time there. I think this one we booked through Airbnb, which we don't always use, but this time we did. And Joel always prioritizes some sort of view or outdoor space. This was our view. The toilet was in a separate room, which I did not film, but I think that's pretty common in a French apartment. Let me know if you agree in the comments. These steps were kind of death-defying, and I filmed them because I know if my mother was with us, she would have been like, we have to find a new place to stay.
This is nice. This is kind of like wine in the plane.
This is the wine you were wanting? What is it? Like an onion?
Onion, anchovy.
Onion, anchovy, something. I don't think either of us is especially a big fan of mussels, but Joel was craving them this day, and it's 3 different flavors of mussels, and it was plenty of food for us to share, and it was so good. We love looking at the yachts when we're in a port town and figuring out who they belong to, and so that's why we're a little bit nutty with these yachts in these videos.
It's our yacht, everybody.
Yeah. If only.
I got a bonus at work and they gave me a yacht.
Again, if only. Rocks. You know I like a good rocks. I just need to see what's around this corner.
Oh, that's a big yacht. It's the Titanic yacht.
It does look like it. This ship is called the Orient Express Corinthian. It is the largest sailing ship in the world at 220 meters long. This boat is insane. Like, we thought that guy was big. It pales in comparison to that thing. The maiden voyage of this ship is listed as May/June 2026, so this is definitely one of its very first trips. I love the sea, so bear with me as I give you these beautiful views of the sea and the rocks and the crystal clear water. Just enjoy it. There it is. I feel like I got closer. the Titanic, as we refer to it. The water looked so inviting and the temperature would have been perfect, but we stupidly didn't bring any bathing suits, so we had to just look at the water longingly. While we were in Villefranche, we did a tour with one of our favorite YouTube channels, Me and Mon Ami. Here, we were waiting to be picked up for the tour. This is an overlook where you can see Monaco, and Tim, our tour guide, was telling us that you can actually see 3 countries from here: France, Monaco, and I believe the third one is Italy. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments. We were told that this is a beautiful overlook of basically everything because this is the highest point, but all we got while we were there was cloud. It was kind of cool to be inside of the cloud, but definitely not the effect that we were hoping for. This is an overlook of Nice, and I don't really remember any fun facts about Nice, but we did have a nice chat about politics while we were overlooking Nice. Here is an overlook of Villefranche. After the tour, we went for lunch at this restaurant called Mesa. They had a really great deck with sea views, and the food was fabulous. I had the shrimp pasta, and Joel had an Iberian pork with some potatoes. Yeah. The next day, it was time for the big event, and we headed to Monaco. We're at the train station. So they say that when you go to the Grand Prix, especially if you're taking the train, to go early. And so we were actually planning on going. We didn't need to be there until like 2:30, honestly, really until 4 o'clock. What we had tickets for didn't start until 2. And we were thinking of going around 1 or so. And Joel was like, no, we need to go early. So we actually booked tickets for a 10:30 train. And when that train arrived, it was so packed, we were not getting on that train. So we ended up waiting for the next one. And we did get on the next train, but it was also super packed. And we were packed in like sardines on the train. And so when we got off of the train and we started going up the escalator, we turned around and saw a sea of people on the platform. We did not realize that many people fit on the train. It was so crazy. After we got off the train, we were kind of directed along into this line of people, and I had no idea where it was taking us, but it turned out it was taking us through a security before we could get to the street. Yeah, that is great. You got a sandwich? Here. Let's show off your new hat. Later, when we were heading back to the train, I really appreciated these signs that told you which direction to go to catch your train. Yeah, I figured it would be both sides. The first thing that we watched was the Formula One practice session, and I took this video because it showed what the course looks like. And our seats were sort of where Sector 1 and Sector 3 kind of meet up, where the red and the yellow touch. So the track actually went behind us before it went in front of us, and the cars behind us were so much louder than the ones in front of us. I mean, I guess technically they were closer, but still, the sound was insane.
I'm not taking up there. I'm down around here.
The announcements kind of cycled through French, Italian, and English, so they weren't all saying the same things, but you got to hear all of the different announcements in the 3 different languages.
Came down to get out of the sun for a little bit. Joel's going potty. I'm just waiting here.
So it was really hot and the sun was really strong this day, and they had a free sunscreen station, which I thought was really cool, and it had like what the UV index was and the temperature. They didn't have water stations though, which I felt might have also been important. You could buy water, but they didn't have free water stations. The main event for us was watching the qualifiers, and I must say, I don't care about car racing, but this was a really cool experience. We had our last dinner at the restaurant that was actually under the apartment that we were staying in, and I think it might have been our favorite meal for both of us. I didn't get our appetizer, which was an artichoke salad, but I had the duck, and Joel had a risotto, and we each got a dessert, and it was just a really, really well-crafted meal. Fairly early the next morning, we headed back to the train station to get to the airport to start our journey back home. We were sad to go. We really, really liked our time in France. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and don't forget to leave us a comment. And we'll see you next time.
I feel proud. You were nice.